at night.
Simon Henshaw, an assistant secretary in the US State Department, watches Sky News' coverage capturing the plight of the Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar. It is suffering he too has seen firsthand.
Excellent reporting. I led a delegation out to Burma and Bangladesh last week. We're aware of the horrific conditions. We met with Burmese officials and insisted on greater access of international organizations and journalists into northern Rakhine so we could see what's going on. That access has still not been granted. On the Bangladesh side, we saw many refugees who had just come across the frontier. We were there as 2,000 more came over.
Do you think what you saw amounts to ethnic cleansing?
I think what I saw was the result of some very bad, serious atrocities that took place inside Burma. And we have called on the Burmese government to investigate the claims of atrocities. We believe that those who committed atrocities, both in the security forces and vigilante groups, should be held accountable.
Do you think it's time that people really recognize what Aung San Suu Kyi can do to tackle this problem?
I think, yes, that she is the democratic leader of the country, and it's her responsibility to move forward and find the solution to this problem. The solution has to be geared around the voluntary repatriation of those that have left, and that requires some solid steps on the Burmese side, which include creating a safe and secure environment, ensuring that people can go back to the houses that they left, and a political reconciliation based on the Annan Committee recommendations.
The Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, is holding talks with Aung San Suu Kyi, and he will be meeting the head of the military. What is he going to be pushing for, and can we expect a tougher tone from the Secretary of State?
I don't want to get ahead of the Secretary and talk about what he's going to say. I will leave that to him. I would say, though, however, I think our tone has been very tough so far. He has spoken out against the atrocities. He's been in a very forceful language, as have other members of the administration.
Are you considering targeted economic sanctions? Are they now more likely?
We have committed a significant amount of aid, close to $40 million since August 25th, and we will commit some more in the coming weeks. We have a wide range of sanctions, and we'll continue to evaluate whether or not to use them over the next few weeks.
How worried are you by the instability in Rakhine? Certainly, we have seen through our reporting that there is a very grave and dangerous dynamic still at play there.
Yeah, I was stunned by the amount of animosity between the two sides, particularly against the Rohingya when we visited the state on our trip. And that is why political reconciliation is so necessary. You can't just move people back and expect everything to be fine, because I would predict in a few years you'd see a similar outburst of violence. So what needs to be done is a work between political reconciliation of the two sides and assuring the Rohingya people of their rights in that state, in the country actually.